Roger and Eloise Spooner are joining us now. You have somehow found yourselves in the midst of this controversy as well. We thank you for being with us. What can you tell us? What can you tell us about Shirley Sherrod, a woman who has been described by many around the country today as using institutional racism against you, sir, against you, Roger Spooner? What do you say?
I say, you don't know what they're talking about. I tell you what, I never was treated no better, no nicer, and looked after than Shirley. She done a magnificent job.
Eloise,
I don't have words to explain it.
Eloise, maybe you can help him put words on this, because I've heard you today describe what she did for a period of, I think, over 2 years. Is that correct? What did she do?
Well, she put us in touch with the lawyer that knew what to do, and he helped us save our farm.
She went with us. She went with us in our car. She asked us, did we want her to go, and we definitely wanted her to go. And I don't know what brought up the racist mess.
Breaking news tonight about an Agriculture Department official caught on tape making racially charged comments to an NAACP audience.
Well, that is simply unacceptable, and Ms. Sherrod must resign immediately.
I just want to stir up some trouble, it sounds to me now, if you want to know my opinion. There wasn't no racist nowhere about. Shirley told her we were blindfolded as far as that goes.
We were really shocked.
We were shocked, yes. We didn't believe it. We just couldn't believe it.
You tell me as a reporter how CNN put on a person today who purported to be the farmer's wife. What did you do to find out whether or not that was the actual farmer's wife? I mean, if you're going to accuse me of a falsehood, tell me where you've confirmed that this incident happened 24 years ago. This is Shirley Sherrod trying to save her job.
Shirley Sherrod joined the USDA in 2009. Now, it is clear even from these edited tapes that what she was talking about here was a situation that took place a long time before that. Check this out.
So I took him to a white lawyer that had attended some of the training that we had provided, because Chapter 12 bankruptcy had just been enacted for the family farm.
Chapter 12 bankruptcy had just been enacted for the family farm. Chapter 12 bankruptcy for family farmers was enacted by the federal government in 1986. Ms. Sherrod on this tape was recounting a story that happened in the mid-'80s. In 1986, more than 20 years before she took this job with the federal government. That reality that never made it into screaming Fox News headlines, though, like video shows USDA official saying she didn't give full force of help to white farmer, and government discrimination caught on tape. That's not actually at all what the tapes reveal. She wasn't working for the federal government in 1986 when this story took place.
Did she go beyond, you think, her call in assisting you, or did she just do what any government bureaucrat would do?
She done everything she could do. I actually believe she knew where to send for us to go and everything. And we went to one place and he didn't do us any good. He was a colored man now, and that shows you that there was no racism there. And then we went to. She wanted to know if we would go as far as Americus. Well, see, we live 100 miles south of Americus, and we told her yes, we were going to lose our farm if something couldn't be done. And she jumped in there and she got everything lined up. And we went up there and she done her level best.
Which part do you what part do you say she played in you not losing your farm?
Getting in contact with different people, and she sent us to two different people No, I said one. We're two different people.
Well, let me ask you. Let me rephrase the question. Maybe I'll be a little more direct this time, guys. Roger and Eloise, would you, had it not been for her assistance, would you have lost your farm? Do you believe?
I believe so. I believe absolutely. In fact, I had two brothers that did lose their farm, and they had 3,000 or 4,000 acres, and we stuck with it, and she stuck with us. And Mr. Ben Easterland was a lawyer in Americas, and he was right there for us and led us through bankruptcy and everything, and we got everything as they were saying, rewired and come out, and we still got the farm.
So well, let me ask you again a very direct question, if you don't mind. In all your time knowing Shirley Sherrod, has there ever been anything about her, either through her attitude, her words, her opinions, or her behaviors, that would lead you to believe that she is in any way a racist?
No. No
way in the world. No way. No way. I don't even want to talk about it. It don't make sense. She was just nice to us. She didn't. It wasn't no. There wasn't no. It's all blind. There wasn't no racist attitude at all in it. No, heck no.
So Eloise, what do you make of the fact that around the country this story has exploded in such a way, and that there are people around the United States today who have described her as a racist? What do you make of that?
They don't know what they're talking about. Let me say, they don't know what they're talking about.
Breaking news tonight about an agriculture department official caught on tape making racially charged comments to an NAACP audience.
Well, that is simply unacceptable, and Ms. Sherrod must resign immediately.
What do you make of that?
They don't know what they're talking about. Let me say, they don't know what they're talking about. If you don't know my opinion, now we tell them what you think.
She always treated us really good. And she was nice-mannered, thoughtful, friendly, good person.
And when we saw this this morning and heard about this morning, we were shocked. I mean, we were really shocked. We couldn't believe it.
We want to. We want to bring.
She helped us, so we're helping her.
Well, and we appreciate you all going on our newscast and telling your side of the story.
You know, I can't vouch for how Fox and the Tea Party wanted to present that. I don't know. You know, since I'm not a racist, I can't understand what racists would be looking for. You know, and if that's what racists were looking for, they knew it, because they are obviously racist.
So you're saying the people who edited that tape and presented it in the way that they did were looking to make a point. And you're also saying that they probably had racist tendencies.
That's right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's why they glommed on to Barack Obama. Oh, racial intones. These people have such a patronizing attitude towards black people in this country. They should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah. Take care of yourself, we'll take care of you. Well, I went to college in New Orleans, and and you're not taking, no, I'm sorry, your systems are not working. And so, for we crazy conservatives, comma in racial tones, for we crazy conservatives that look at the Great Society and go, that sucked.
Dr. Bob Altemeyer, Associate Professor, Department of Psychology at the University of Manitoba and the author of the research presented in the book The Authoritarians, has published a summary document update of research done on the Tea Party movement. The following is an excerpt of his article entitled Tea Party Authoritarians. Quote, Tea Party organizations insist their members are a cross-section of American adults, a nonpartisan mix of Democrats, independents and Republicans. Tea Party members, quote, appear to be primarily the authoritarian followers who form the base of the present GOP, social conservatives who, when they campaigned behind religious leadership, were known as the religious right. But the movement also attracted economic conservatives, who also strongly tend to lean Republican. Many of these economic conservatives are libertarians, and they may include a relatively high percentage of social dominators. End quote. Dr. Altemeyer goes on to list over a dozen traits consistently found in the thinking of Tea Party members, as they describe in their own words through scientific polling and research, which are indications of the Hitler syndrome, or as he has termed the phrase authoritarianism.